Hi, this is a shield specialist video with my Vanguard Feanir. So after I got the request for a bit of Vanguard tanking, I got together with a pre-made from my guild so that I had a healer to carry me. Because I really struggle with tanking, and like it's completely different to playing DPS and healing it. I find it really difficult, so it's useful to have a healer with you who can point out who needs guarding and other stuff like that, because they can kind of sit back and have a good view of what's going on the battlefield. So here, leapt in, probably should have got a guard on the sentinel straight away, but then as soon as I wasn't stunned I switched guard to our healer was taking quite a bit of damage. So I was getting better at guard switching at this point. This was earlier in the month, but I wasn't that great at making sure I was standing within guard range. So guard has a range of 15 meters, and it only works if you're standing within that range. So.
You're such a wood, Jay.
And I think that was probably the worst mortar volley I'd ever done in my life. There was a massive group of them there and I managed to miss everyone. But anyway. So like here, I wasn't really aware of where this commander healer was because he'd been standing up on that platform. I had no idea, so I probably wasn't even in within guard range, despite the fact I was guarding him.
Down, you can see that the breaker anymore. Neither do I, for that matter, but
just pulling the sorcerer back in. The DPS on our team managed to burn him down. So just switching guard to our healer here. And he was standing right next to me, so at least I knew I was guarding him properly there. So we managed to cap snow as well, so there wasn't as much pressure as there might have been at mid. Managed to pop this operative back out of stealth, my stealth scan. And just switch my target to the Sork up on the platform there and taunted him. Then my healer was telling me here I needed to guard him, so I switched over to him.
No, actually now I am, but they were loading up to do some pretty nasty damage on me. Guard left, guard left, guard left.
So it probably would have been better to taunt the Marauder here because he was using his Master Strike, and it's good to use your taunt on people who are using their big damage abilities such as Master Strike. And here I felt I was taking quite a bit of damage, so I kind of ran away. It's a bit of a recurring theme in this video is that I often play a bit defensively with my tank. I'm used to being a squishy DPS, and whenever there are lots of people there and I'm taking damage I run away. Whereas with a tank, when you have a healer, you don't really need to do that. So here I wanted to guard this commander healer, but he was back at our node. So I just leapt into this sorcerer so that my guard actually worked.
Hard stun, hard stun, hard stun.
So here, my healer said he was hard stunned, so I should have switched my guard to him. Then I got stunned, and I wasted one global cooldown doing damage, and he died. I was really slow with my guard swap there, and again with that commander healer, and so they both died. You really need to be as quick as you can with your guard swapping, because like one mistake and someone can die. It's pretty difficult. So here I usually would just res, but healer had said that he could revive me. Lots of people don't know that you can do that. It's quite useful. So just healed up a bit before going back into the fight and putting my guard on the sentinel. I was taking a lot of damage.
Got a pyro on me.
So one thing I do a lot that I really need to get out of the habit of doing is I kind of hit my taunt just whenever it's off cooldown, and often I'll be harassing a healer, and that means I taunt their healer, and that's a complete waste of a taunt because they're not going to be doing any damage. You really want to be taunting, as I said, people doing high damage abilities such as that Thundering Blast from the sword.
Just roll back into guard.
So here at this point I had no idea who I was guarding and I had no idea where they were, so I was just having a little moan about that. I do actually find it quite hard in Civil War with the roof there. Your camera's more zoomed in than I'm used to. But it just takes a bit of getting used to. I've never tanked in any game before. But it is quite fun when it goes right, and you really do control the battlefield or the war zone. That is quite rewarding. So here I did manage to get the taunt off on the Feanir blast. I probably could have interrupted it though. Just trying out my, I don't even know the Republic name for it, but it's the oil slick. I'm sure I'll annotate that when I edit the video.
Oh, taking down Sork at the back.
Yeah, but can you pay some extra attention to their lightning Sork, because he tried to be a little cheeky and blow me off.
So as my healer was saying in TeamSpeak, lightning Sorks have massive burst, which I think I showed in my last video, and I've missed quite a few Thunder blasts where my taunt was available, and my interrupt as well. So here once again, playing way too defensively. I thought I was going to take a lot of damage because there were lots of them there, so I just kind of ran away, but it meant I ran out of the guard range of the Sentinel I was guarding. I do the same thing here. So if I'd been in the fight, then the Sentinel who's about to die, I think, wouldn't have taken as much damage. Yeah, so that was my fault there that he died. I should have been in the fight, in people's faces, using my taunt. I had my AoE taunt available. It just takes a bit of getting used to and a bit of like training yourself not to run away.
Yeah, just stay up in their face.
When there are lots of people. So here I was just trying to be in their face, throwing out the AoE taunt and using my pulse cannon.
Uh-oh.
That's so hard switch.
So even if I had been quick with my guard switching, I don't think I would have managed to save that.
Knew it was going to happen as I got stunned.
Scoundrel in their team.
Yeah, I was hard stunned actually at that time.
So there, another big ability that's good to taunt or interrupt if you can is Death from Above or Mortify, which I missed there. I had my taunt available.
I don't care.
So I know this has been a pretty one-sided game, but I was just showing this video A because I was requested, and B just to talk a tiny bit about guard switching and getting used to it and how it is different from playing DPS. It will take a lot of getting used to if you haven't tried guarding before, or tanking I should say.
Don't die on the chain.
One thing I would really like them to add, and there have been a couple of posts about this on the forums, is some actual numbers for protection. Because when you throw out a taunt or guard someone, you have very little indication of how effective it's being. So here I'm just pulling the mustering down from the platform so that our DPS could attack him. One thing I find with tanking is when I guard someone and I'm not entirely sure whether I'm in their range or not. If there were numbers, I could tell if I was actually guarding them, like if I was within range.
But I was gonna
And the same thing with a taunt. If I accidentally taunted a healer, it would be a lot more obvious if no numbers appeared for protection. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I do have more tanking videos if you guys would like to see those, even though I know I'm not great enough and run around like a headless chicken, but hope you enjoyed it anyway, and thanks for watching.